attractions of Bay South Garden. The area here is the Golden Garden. Take a closer look at the super trees and plants surrounding you. You will notice plants selected for their splendid gold-hued foliage and flowers. This is Singapore's latest horticultural wonder. A project that began with an international design competition in 2006 and opened in 2012. You are now in Bay South Garden, home of the spectacular super trees. This cool, moist conservatory is 65 meters tall and home to one of Singapore's tallest indoor waterfalls. Look through its glass shell and you will notice elevated walkways winding round the man-made mountain inside. They are covered in mist every 2 hours, replicating the cool, moist climate of tropical high-elevation areas such as Mount Kinabalu. This controlled climate is perfect for growing unique plants on the man-made mountain. Approaching on your right is the Sun Pavilion. It houses a rich collection of cacti, the most recognizable plant family in the desert. Up ahead is the Far East Organization Children's Garden, covering 1 hectare of undulating terrain. The nature-themed play area features a toddler's play zone, rainforest tree houses, and a water play experience. The Children's Garden is designed to inspire children of all ages to foster an affinity for nature, together with their families. Hours daily, offering a superb view of the city skyline along its waterfront promenade. Back here at Bay South, proudly fronting the Marina Reservoir, are its 2-star attractions, the Cloud Forest to your left and the Flower Dome up ahead. Marvels of architecture, their design is dictated by light. Look into the conservatories and you will see no pillars inside, as these hard shadows which limit plant growth. Instead, the grid shell is anchored by rows of extents for sunlight in any time of the day, which promotes plant photosynthesis. These grid shell supports thousands of glass panels. These panels are targeted to maximize sunlight penetration while keeping the heat out. To your left, the Flower Dome features plants from the 5 continents of the world, bringing you into the cool, dry climate of the Mediterranean and semi-arid subtropical regions. The air inside is specially cool and desiccated to match the climate these plants are native to, allowing them to thrive and burst into color. Some of the trees in the Flower Dome are remarkable specimens of nature, like the giant baobabs, also called overturned trees. The Mediterranean olive trees have survived a remarkably long passage of time. They are estimated to be about 1,000 years old. Also tucked away in this quiet corner is the Silver Garden, coming up ahead on your right. This rentable event space is named after the silvery colored plants growing on and around its tree super trees. Catch a glimpse of the Dragonfly Lake on the right, part of the sustainable water system in the gardens. The Dragonfly Lake forms a waterfront along other attractions and developments at Marina South, with a promenade planted with scented plants. Rainwater runoff is cleaned by filter beds of semi-aquatic plants, and the water collected in the lakes is then used to irrigate the plants around the gardens around Bay South, providing irrigation for plants and a cool respite for visitors. The reed bed to your right acts as a natural eco-filter to cleanse water from rain runoff. The reeds help improve the lake's water quality by absorbing excess nitrogen and phosphorus. Welcome to the Indian Garden. Can you spot the national tree of India here? It's right in the middle of the Indian Garden, the banyan tree, also called the Bengal fig. With its tangle of roots and branches, the banyan symbolizes eternal life for Hindus. Plants, and especially trees, have huge cultural and religious significance for the Indians. In front of you, a circular opening in the wall welcomes you into the Chinese garden. This is called a moon gate, a feature found in traditional Chinese gardens and represents a full moon. For the Chinese, a garden is a reproduction of the natural environment. That's why features like ponds and boulders are common in classical Chinese gardens. A rock represents a mountain, and water stands for rivers and waterfalls. The timber structure coming up on the right is an example of a traditional village residence known as a kampong house. There are many food plants here used by the Malays, such as pandan and the breadfruit trees on your right. Artist Mark Quinn. The sculpture's surroundings reflect the white theme of the colonial garden. It is the most significant of the many sculptures around the gardens, which include water buffaloes, horses.
And we're very sure that it's a baby boy.
Singapore's location on the equator bestows upon You are now making your way into the meadow. Try to imagine a world without plants. It's impossible. Without plants, there would be no life on the planet. Closely linked to the flowering, fruiting, and dispersal of the fig. At the Secret Life of Trees Garden, learn all about trees and their wondrous forms. On your left and right, the leaves of the snowflake trees resemble the lattice structure of a snowflake. Baobabs, which you can see in the flower dome later, are nicknamed overturned trees because their branches look like roots growing into the air. And look out for the thorny trunks of the kapok trees on your right.